Good morning and welcome to another edition of Research Fantasy presents our MLB DFS pitcher picks for Sunday, June 4th, 2017. I want to take a look at three hitters that could really help your lineups today based on the matchup statistics and price. I think all three of these guys set up pretty well for tournament play today. First up, let's go to the outfield for the Los Angeles Dodgers and let's look at Yasiel Puig. He's not coming in at a very high price. He is $7,500 on Fantasy Draft, $3,100 on FanDuel, $3,800 on DraftKings. He'll be taking on Zach Davies. Sure, Puig hitting at the bottom of the Dodgers lineup, but on the year, Zach Davies hasn't exactly been great against right-handed pitching to the tune of a 421 WOBA, 30% fly ball rate, 33.7% hard contact. Sure, we want those other two numbers to be higher, preferably floating towards 40, but I will take that in this stadium with Yasiel Puig. The lineup isn't out yet. I'm not sure if he's going to be in it or not, but he's one of those tournament plays I'm going to have my eyes on as a salary relief option. I think he can come through for us today. Let's stick in the outfield. Let's switch games to what could be another game that could put some runs up on the board. They sure didn't yesterday. In fact, they weren't even capable of getting a hit on the board, being no hit by Edinson Volquez. But let's go to the Arizona Diamondbacks. Let's go to David Peralta. And he is $8K on Fantasy Draft, $3,400 on FanDuel, $4,100 on DraftKings. Gotta love some left-handed exposure to Vance Worley, who over the years just has not been good against lefties. Hasn't really been beat up thus far this year, but you'd have to imagine that this Diamondbacks team is seething at this point. I love using Peralta because he's cheap. The Diamondbacks away from home don't usually see the same type of ownership, with other teams in better positions and people still reeling from the letdown that was last night, or yesterday afternoon rather. I don't think we'll see a ton of ownership on the Diamondbacks. I don't think that they will be minusculely owned. I think it will be somewhere in the middle, but I like the upside for David Peralta in this matchup. For my top play of the day, I'm going back to the well to someone who didn't really come through for us on Friday. Had a decent game on Saturday. I'm expecting him to wrap up the weekend in grand fashion. Let's go with Joey Votto, $9,900 on Fantasy Draft, $4,800 on FanDuel, $5,100 on DraftKings. We have him taking on Julio Teheran, who has been one of the biggest disappointments in all of baseball this year. We know his struggles with lefties, but the 374 WOBA, 44.8% fly ball rate, and the 36.8% hard contact. Just too much to look by for lefties. Would have loved to use Scott Schebler in this position, but he is injured and will not be playing here. Just to kind of toss it out there, Billy Hamilton also not playing for what it's worth. Scooter Gennett worth a tournament punt at his price. And I would not sleep on Arizmendi Alcantara as well. I think all of those guys could be either sneaky high-owned plays or under-the-radar plays that could give you an edge on the competition. Once again, our top three tournament bats today. We've got Yasiel Puig, we've got David Peralta, and we've got Joey Votto. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel below. Head over to researchfantasy.com. Check out what we've got brewing over there. Like us on Facebook at Research Fantasy. Follow us on Twitter at Research and Win. And join us again tomorrow.